question is, we have these core beliefs. So let's say that I grew up in a nice, I didn't, but let's say I grew up in a nice, loving, caring, nurturing home. But then somewhere along the way, I line up with a tragedy of some sort. Let's say something bad happens to me. I'm in a car accident, and all of a sudden now I'm afraid to get into a car. Is that a change in my core belief then?
You, before addressing that change in the core belief, we would like to put this to you. You understood when you were coming into this space, this reality, that there would be something that we would like to call and label contrast, opposites. And that contrast or opposites is the contrast or the opposite or the difference to things like happiness, joy, things going well. You knew that there were going to be circumstances that would be different to those. You also knew that from those different circumstances, those different realities playing out in front of you, that you have choices. And you also knew that when you implement those choices, your life will start to play out in a reality that goes either this way or that way. So you knew that coming in. You knew that innately. That was one of your playbooks, if you will, coming in. So now you are growing up in a family that is where everything seems to be going well. Somewhere in there, you've decided, I want to experience the other side of it. What is the opposite of this what I'm experiencing now? Because you are here to play with life. You are here to experiment and experience everything on every different facet that you choose. So in that choosing of want to experience something different, you run into this experience of having an accident. But instead of understanding that, okay, so you've seen this side, this difference, I understand the energies, I understand the emotions around it. Now I will choose something differently going forward. You decide to stay in the tragic side of it. And now that you've decided to stay in the tragic side of it, you start to develop beliefs based on the reality coming back to you because of your energetic output and the law of attraction giving back to you exactly what you're putting out in terms of your energy and your thoughts and your emotion. You've decided to start building beliefs around those. And consciously or unconsciously, forgetting that you can choose differently. You can choose from that point now to experience something different. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so now you are developing a belief around something that can be easily changed, but depending on how far gone your thoughts are, it is not that easy to change, as you all very well know. Another asking?
So I'm understanding that this is based on our interpretation rather than truth. Like if I have a belief that I've come a long way with now, but I had a real strong belief at one point that I was kind of a worthless, useless human being. And I don't think that was true. I just think that that was how I interpreted my beliefs. Is that right?
Yes, everything is an interpretation. Life is based on perception. For someone can say something to you, and you can have that belief based on where you were at, but someone else may hear the same sentence and glean a completely different meaning out of it. So there is the perception based on the person, based on the thing, based on that individual who is actually saying it to you. There are many different factors, but you chose to believe that particular thing based on where you were at that point in time in terms of your energy, in terms of your output, in terms of the reality, in terms of your action, what you may have been doing at that time that caused you to feel that way when someone else observed you doing it.